You should have your 5-2 work together open, or you should be in the process of opening it. Five two work together. It says on August 29th of the current year, Bright and White Laundry received a bank statement dated August 28th. Information has been obtained from the bank statement and from the records of the business. You are going to prepare a bank statement reconciliation. It says use August 29th of the current year as the date. So we're going to use this information up here. So here, they're not actually giving us our bank statement. They're just giving us the information that we would need from the bank statement. Okay, so first thing that we're going to do is we're going to fill out. All right, so let's start with our date first. We are going to use we are actually going to use the date that we are doing this bank reconciliation. So I'm going to go put in August 29th. And then I'm going to fill out the left side first. So my check stub number. So I'm going to look up here at the top. Here it gives me my checkbook balance on check stub number 309. So I'm going to say 309 here. And then I'm going to put the balance that I have on that check stub, $2,822. Okay, the next thing I need to do is I need to deduct any bank charges. So I'm going to look under the information that I have on my bank statement and see if there's any bank charges that I need to record. And we can see the second line tells us that we have a bank service charge of $20. So here I'm going to put in that we have a service charge, and the amount of that service charge is $20. Now, here it asks for my total bank charges. So I only have one bank charge, so my total bank charges are then $20. Now, that is a charge, so I'm going to subtract it from my balance. So I'm going to put then my new balance is $2,802. Now I'm going to move on to the right side. The first thing that it asked me for is my balance on my bank statement. So I'm going to again look up here at the information. Here it tells me straight up that my bank statement balance is $2,712. Next thing is I need to figure out what my outstanding deposits are. Now, this is really nice for you because they just simply tell you what your outstanding deposits are. In real life, you would have to go and you would have to figure out which ones are outstanding and which ones are canceled. Remember, canceled mean that they have gone through the bank and they will appear on the bank statement. And outstanding means that we've made that deposit, however, it is not appearing yet on our bank statement. It takes some time for those things to appear. Okay? So it shows me that I have one outstanding deposit from August, and they want the month, so we're going to put 8/28, and the amount is $300. Now, a deposit is money that's going in, so we're going to add that to our current balance or our bank statement balance. So we should get $3,012. Oops, I did that wrong, sorry. This is just asking for outstanding deposits. We just have one, so that would be 300. And then I'm going to add that to figure out my new subtotal, which is 3,012. Okay, the next part I'm going to put in my outstanding checks. Again, this is where I would normally have to go look and see, are all of the checks that we have written on our bank statement? If they do not appear on our bank statement, that means that they are outstanding. Now, it's given us this nice drop-down box so that we can pick our numbers. So our first one is going to be check 306. Here are our outstanding checks. So check 306, and the amount was 104, or was it 140? 140. Common human mistake. Make sure you copy the numbers right. Okay, the next one is going to be check number 308. And that check is for $70. Okay, here I'm going to put the total of my outstanding checks. So I'm going to add those two checks together to get my total of $210. Now those are checks, so that's money coming out. So I'm going to take that $3,012 minus those outstanding checks of $210. then my balance should be $2,802. Now remember, I want to make sure that these two balances are equal. If they are not, we have a problem somewhere. Okay, now we have figured out our bank reconciliation, but next we need to record that service charge that we had on check, or the check sub 309. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start with my balance, and I'm going to put that here, my balance brought forward. That I'm going to take right from here, balance on check stub number 309. So we're going to put that 2,822. Now depositing, I don't have anything that I am depositing. So my new subtotal is going to be 2,822. Here's where I'm going to put in that service charge. We are going to label it just as service charge. And, oops, I forgot to put the amount in there. And then we're going to find the total of that, which would be $20. And then the subtotal. The subtotal means we're going to take this subtotal minus that charge to get our new subtotal. So that will be $2,802. Okay, the last thing that we need to do then is we need to record that service charge. We're going to record it on page journal page 16 using memorandum 77. So we're going to start with our date. Our date that we are going to use is just going to be August 29th. Now, in this case, we are going to debit. Remember, we don't have an account for an actual service charge, so we're going to debit miscellaneous. Expense, document number M77. We're going to debit that account for $20. And then we paid for that with cash, so I'm going to credit cash for $20. You can go ahead after that then, and we're going to say check answer. And we're going to say save and continue. Okay, you can go ahead and do 5.2 on your own. When you're done with that, you should read 5.3 and then watch the 5.3 lecture video.